Guys, we're back in the garage today. It's gonna be more work on the Supra. The weather's holding out for the moment, so I'm gonna try and just get more work done on the engine bay, more prepping, you know, more masking off, etc. And hopefully the weather holds out, because I'm just getting a bit stir crazy, not getting anything done. So let's get on with it. I'm gonna just throw in time lapse and enjoy the show.
Into my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. Control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. No relation. We got no relation. No relation. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it goes like, you could save me.
And reveal time. I've got to say, this paint looks fantastic. Just everything has come out so well. Despite the weather changing. I'd say I managed to get it just in time. Granted, I'm going to have to go over it with 1000 grit just to get all the little bumps and lumps out of it, but man, does this look a whole lot better than rust sitting everywhere. That is clean. Seriously clean. Especially the cowl here where this rust was over there. It's just so much better. I'm really happy with this. I can go ahead and put more seam sealer in there now that there's primer, and then paint over that again later. But I think for now I'm going to just go ahead and let this set for the next few days, cover it up, just so we don't get any adverse weather messing with it. The joys of having to paint out the side. Well, when you got no paint booth, you gotta just do what you can. But I'm seriously happy with the work though. Seriously happy with the work. Well, that's all taped off and ready for the bonnet to go back on. Because I don't trust the weather. Well, literally just said I didn't trust the weather. And it started to rain. What bad timing. What good timing, really. Hey guys, me again. So, the Supra pretty much got painted yesterday. Well, the engine bay got painted yesterday. And it definitely looks a lot better. Like, I am so pleased with the work that's been done. The only thing I'm going to do now is just go over a few areas that need touching up, just a bit of like sanding down, you know, just little bits here and there that I've had, like some of the plastic lining obviously pressed down on the wet primer, and it's just left a little like few crinkle marks. Obviously, I had to do that yesterday when the rain decided to come down, like half an hour after I finished painting. So the surface had just dried, but underneath it just hadn't dried enough. So I'm just gonna have to go over those few areas with like 800 grit sandpaper, smooth them out, see if they're all right, and just touch them up. And then I'd say in a few hours, some of the other areas I'm just gonna hit with a clear coat just to protect it, and just leave it like that. The engine bay will get a proper paint match spray once the engine comes out in a few years and the whole car gets resprayed. But for now, this is to protect it. This is to remove all the bits of rust that was starting. You know, just protect it. So let's go check out what my handiwork looks like. So the paintwork itself is actually pretty good. I mean, I can't fault it at all. It's obviously got like a little bit of an orange peel texture, but I'm fine with that because I actually laid it down rather thin this time. So I don't get impressions like last time where the paint was a bit too thick. So it's actually done pretty well over here. I've added the seam sealer, but the problem is the seam sealer seems to have gone off or something, because it literally like tacks off in no time at all. I couldn't smooth it into the grooves or anything to make it look nice. But I mean, this is all covered by a cowl and fenders and things like that, so whatever, as long as it protects, I can always redo it. But the rest of this really looks good. You can see this is one of the areas I was talking about. If we focus, I don't know if you can quite see it on camera, but obviously with the plastic pressed down here, oh, there you go, you can see it. It's just unfortunately ruined it. And my fingerprint there. A bit too much pressure on it a bit early, so I'm going to sand this flat because this gets seen. And yeah, smooth it out, and then we'll go ahead, wipe everything down again, and then just spray a clear coat over it just to protect it. But yeah, this looks absolutely fantastic.
Fireflies in the sky, and they're coming down and hit the ground now. Run around, chase all my dreams. Will you come with me tonight? Be my firefly, my firefly, my firefly tonight. Yeah, come with me, firefly, my firefly, my firefly tonight. Yeah, come with me.
And that's primer done. It's definitely added a different color to the primer. I don't know if it looks more OEM color now. I could be mistaken. I don't know. It's definitely added a yellow tint to it. Reflects differently on different surfaces. Never seen a clear coat do that before, but oh, at least it's on, it's protected. I'm going to leave it to bake in the sun. Man, it looks better. All right. Well, let's leave it to do this. Hey guys, you joined me inside again. Basically, as you can see, the car has got the clear coat on it now, and it's added a weird yellow tint to it. So I don't know whether that's going to change as it dries, or it's just going to stay like that. It is a bit weird. I've never seen clear coat do that. Maybe it's just the weird way it's acted with that specific primer, but to be honest, I'm not too bothered about it. It's all going to be covered up. You're not going to see 90% of it when fuse boxes and battery trays and the wiring loom and everything's all back in. So that's just pretty much all for peace of mind for me, just so I know that there's no rust lurking on, like the strut tops and sills and, the chassis rails and all that kind of stuff. This is purely just to make sure the rust is gone, because I don't want to have to deal with that. But when I do build the car in a few years and it gets resprayed, we'll obviously, pull the engine out, do it properly, clean the bay, scuff it, sand it, and actually paint it silver like the car. It was never silver to begin with, but if the car gets painted, it's easy just to have the bay painted as well and to have it matching nicely. So that's years to come problem. But in the meantime, I'm really happy with the primer. It's cleared now, so it's protected. I'm not going to get any sort of, bad scratches or anything like that. The clear will obviously protect the primer as well. And yeah, but I've literally got to get this video live in the next 2 hours, so I got to go edit this. So like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed it. I got to go edit this. Let's go.